Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. Today I am taking a close look at the new retro gaming handheld, and this is the RG43V Pro. And thanks to the fine folks at AISLPC, they sent this along to me for my review and do a collaboration video with them. I will put their links in the description and comments below of their official website and Amazon. Check them out, please. They have a great variety of handhelds on their websites. This comes in a variety of colors, and it has a 4.3-inch IPS screen. Comes with the Rockchip 3562 high-performance chip for those more demanding games like the PlayStation Portable and N64. So let's dive into this and get a closer look as I bring the camera in closer. Here we have the box, nice sturdy looking box, sharp looking, and it's the RG43V Pro handheld console by AISLPC. We got the sides here, let's look at the sides, and it comes with the RK3562 quad core CPU. Supports multiple languages, got a 4,000 milliamp battery for close to 8 hours of use. It is Wi-Fi supported and does support online multiplayer over the same Wi-Fi network. Has colorful ambient lighting around the joysticks, and it has a vibration motor in it. There's the colors they come in. And the system is actually a dual system. It's EmuELEC&RGBOX. I'll show you both of those. Software says external game, which is a 64 gigabyte micro SD card, which holds all the games. Display screen is 4.3-inch IPS display, resolution 1024 by 768. And the CPU is the Rockchip RK3562 Super Quad Core Cortex A53. And there's some warnings down there. So let's open up this box. Show you what's inside. And of course, here's the owner's manual. I'll go through that really quick here in a minute. And you get the screen saver, which I don't normally use these. I'm pretty easy on my handhelds and things like that, so I don't usually use those, but it's nice that they supply them. Here's the unit itself, which is a transparent red, and it comes with a Type-C charging cable. So let's close that box up. Does not come with the carrying case. Put off that to the side. Let's look at this really fast. There it is. And ports and buttons. I won't go through all this. I'll just put it on the screen so you can look at it. Supports let's see, Type-C charging, display screen, CPU, games, emulation it supports, all that kind of stuff. Let's see, there's some power things there. Just freeze the video if you want to read those, and I'll go through the side rail here real quick. And just pause the video if you want to read any of that. So that's that. Let's turn this boy on and see what it has to offer us. And let's look at it first here. It's a nice red, comes in multiple colors. Got some fancy things around the edge of the screen and all that. D-pad. Feels nice. Buttons. Not bad, feels good. And the dual joysticks with RGB lighting around them. Nice. It's got one speaker there, I think. There's the function button, start button. And up at the top, let's see, did I do it upside down? Here we got headphone, DC, a mini HDMI out, and there is your micro SD card there for your games. Anything on the bottom? Nope. Over here we have the volume up and down. Over here we have the power button and reset button. The back, we have the R1, R2, L1, L2, some writing, model number, and we have these nice grips, which a lot of them are having nowadays. And for my hands, this is nice to hold on to. And this one is the first I've seen with a pull-out stand, kickstand, if you want to call it that. So if you want to set it up like that, let's move it back a little bit. Stands like that. I don't know if I would ever use that, but you know, some new feature I've seen. The buttons, you know, they sound like most. All right, let's turn this on. Check it out. There's the vibration. Nice opening screen there. Now it's going to load everything. Okay, that says all games, 5,000. Let's see the volume. Okay. And up at the top, I got the battery and the percentage. Okay, there's the RGB lit joysticks. I guess the transparent ones, you can see those lighting coming through those. I don't know if the solid colors would show those, but the transparent ones probably do, which isn't a big thing to me. Some people might not like that, but looks very nice. Screen is really clear, colors and all that kind of, like it a lot. All right, let's see. Let's start with, okay, we got all games, 5,000. Favorites, Amstrad CPC is 27 games. Final Burn, 1209. MAME Arcade, 1484. Atari 2631. Capcom, 1, 2, and 3. Now, with the EmuELEC system, these are pretty much the same all over. You can add games to your liking, which I have done in the past. We got PC Engine here, 334 games. NES, 96 games. I'll have to look into those. It seems like a low number. We'll check that out. Sega SG-1000, 63 games. Sega Game Gear. Sega Mega Drive. Mega Drive 32X, 20 games. Dreamcast, 5 games. Neo Geo, Neo Geo Pocket. PlayStation, 23. PlayStation Portable at 25. And there's all games there. So I see a lot of the Nintendo games are missing. They probably wanted to stay away from any legality that way. You can add those games yourself a couple different ways. I usually take the SD card out, put it in a reader, and take some of my older handhelds that did come with Nintendo games and just drag them from one card to the other card, drag and drop kind of like, and put them in the folder that it's supposed to be in on this hard drive, or this card here that goes in here, and they show up here. There is another way in the RGB box. I will show you in a minute. I haven't done it that way, but it is offered on this. So that's the handheld itself. There's some black writing on it, and depending on the color you get, that would probably change color. RG43 with these lines all over it. Kind of different. And let's see, let's go in here. And these are the EmuELEC settings, and these are usually always generally the same. So I'm not going to go through every single one of them, but I'll go through them fast so you can check them out. Game settings, user interface, controller, sound, network, game collection settings, system, quit, Go back, you hit this button, and there's quick access. You got launch screensaver, restart, need help, you got you covered. And things for their product support, reach out to them. That's their website, aislpc.com, and things like that. So let's just go into some of these. I'm not going to play the games yet. I'm just going to go into some of these just to show you what some of them are here. Let's go back to the beginning. I'm not going to go through every single game because it would take too long, but I'll go into some. Like this Amstrad. I'm not too familiar with this, but there's 27 games. Final Burn, 1,200 games. And a lot of these have some weird names. But you can kind of figure it out. And we have MAME. Everyone knows MAME. Lots of great games in MAME Arcade. And we got Atari 2600, and it goes from 30. There's only 26, so it starts with 3D. They're not going to have too many in here. It seems like they only did the numbers and the A's. That's kind of odd. Capcom has a lot of fighting games. Like this one is Mega Man 2. Oh, I didn't mean to go on that. Let's go back. I wanted to go back this way. Going to Capcom 3. There's only 4 games in here. Looks like Street Fighter, maybe. PC Engine. I'll just show you some of them. I don't want to go through all of them. If you hold the D button down, it goes faster through the list. Nintendo. These look... I don't know a lot of these names. I'll have to look into this a little bit more, but these don't look like the NES games I know of. But it is what it is. SG-1000 Sega. Pitfall 2. Game Gear 244. Lots of good ones in there. Looks like they got all the Sega games. Okay, here's a lot of Sega ones here that I recognize. Go down a little bit further. Show you there's quite a few than this one. Earthworm Jim 1 and 2. Oh, I didn't want to click on that. Let's go back. I'll let that play through. All right, let's go back. I'll play the games at a little later here. Mega Drive 32X. It doesn't have too many, but a lot of the names I recognize. And let's see, Dreamcast only has 5. And those are Crazy Taxi, Dead or Alive, Gigawing, Legacy of Kain, and Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Then we have Neo Geo at 300 games. Let's go back up this way to the bottom of the list. That one's got a lot of the same thing. Holy cow. A lot of fighting ones, it looks like. Neo Geo Pocket with 43 games. Okay. Then we got PlayStation with only 23. Crash Bandicoot, Castlevania, Double Dragon. Super familiar with these games. Core Mortal Kombat, Tekken 3, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, Vigilante 8. And then the PlayStation Portable. Assassin's Creed, God of War, which I will go into because it plays pretty good on this with that new Rockchip there, which is made for the more powerful games like the PlayStation Portable, and N64, things like that. And that's all the games there. Now, on this unit, I have not done anything with any of the games. This is exactly how it came to me. Other units in the past I've done videos with, I've added some games and things like that. So I'll look into adding, you know, some other games to this in the future. But this is exactly how it comes. I wanted to show you what it came with, and it says 5,000 games. So that's the look at this handheld. It's pretty sharp looking. I like it. Fits in my hand really well. The screen is nice. Buttons feel good. D-pad, great. Joysticks, cool. And these are fully customizable colors and everything like that. Not sure if you can really see there. If I turn it sideways, you can see it's kind of scrolling through colors. But fully customizable colors there. Buttons feel great. Let's go back. Then there's the speaker, start, function, SE key. There you go. Now I'll dive into some of the games. Before I go into playing any of the games, I wanted to show you how to get into RGBOX, which is also offered on this handheld. So to get into RGBOX, you just hold the start or the power button here. Just hold it until, well, okay, now we got it. Hold it until it pops up. And then you have shutdown, restart, or RGBOX and EmuELEC. So we go over to RGBOX, hit the button, and it'll change over. So this is RGBOX now. It's more of a simplistic looking thing rather than EmuELEC. So these are the games that are on the micro SD card, just shown to you in a different way. And you can go into these and play them like all the other ones you do. And if it's got a check mark, that's what you have. That's the game that's on your SD card. So let's see, go into our Atari 2600. Those are all the games we had up there on the EmuELEC. And go over to, there's the PlayStation Portable. And there's God of War, Chains of Olympus. And the check mark means we have that game on our SD card. So let's go back. Then you got your favorites. Then you got your settings, which are a little bit more simplistic looking. Then you got app, history, search, and then the download feature. Now, I'm not connected to my Wi-Fi. I didn't set that up, so I'm not going to be downloading any games. But if you go in here, it goes through all these set games here. Most of them we have on here, like the Atari 2600. We got all the check marks here. So if you go into something that we don't have, like let's go into NES. Oh, there's N64. We'll go into N64. Since there's no N64 on this micro SD card, if you go in here, see none of these have a check mark by it. And I guess this downloader lets you download these games. That's just not the way I'm going to do it, but it is offered through RGBOX if that's what you want to do. And since none of these have check marks, I guess if you click on one and go through what it wants you to do, it would download it through your Wi-Fi. And it has NES, N64, there's, whoops, Super Nintendo there. And I saw some Game Boy up farther too, and Game Boy. There's Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, and Game Boy Color. So they are offered there through this downloader program. I just wanted to go in here and show you that it is offered on this handheld. Now to get back to EmuELEC, you just hold the start or power button down again, and you go back over to EmuELEC, and it'll go back to what you were in before. And that's usually what I play it in. Just keep it in this mode here. And there we are back. So now I'll get into some of the games. I wanted to show you that feature real quick that is offered. So let's check out some games now. I did add some games to the favorites, which I haven't done before, but let's go in there and I'll show you how to do that. So you just hover over a game like this and you hold the button down and all these other features come up where it says save states, delete game, hide game, remove from favorites, and that would be add to favorites when you add it to favorites. And there's some more advanced here where you can go in and native video, shaders, bezel, enable max performance, all these other things just for that game. So that's how you do that. And those are in your favorites now. So let's get back to the games. Here we have some God of War on the PlayStation Portable. I'll only play a little bit of this. I don't want to play too much into the games. Seems to be playing pretty well. The play seems good. The music is a little choppy, I guess. It doesn't seem to be affecting gameplay though. I'll give this boss a shot. I don't think I'll beat it first hand. Let's see what happens. Looks pretty good on this handheld. Display is really nice. Okay. Whoops, jumped right in the fire. It's burning me. Yep, he smashed me. Well, there's God of War. Looks pretty good. Plays pretty well. So let's move on to another game here. And here we have Pac-Mania on the Sega Mega Drive. Now, I'm not going to play a whole long game. Just going to show you some short clips of these games just to show you they play on it. Old classic game here on the Sega. And I died. I am playing through my phone, so it's a little bit more difficult to play. Watching through my phone. Let's grab something here. And I like this game because you can jump over the ghosts. You got me. All right, let's go on to our next game. And here we have Mega Man 8 on the PS1. Looks fantastic on the screen. Runs smoothly. Let's skip ahead and get into the game. It's called the Mega Ball. Kick it to attack the enemies. There we go. On to another game. And here we got 1941 on the Capcom. All right, there we go. That's a cool game. On to the next. And here we have the classic adventure on the 2600. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. Kind of glaring. Let's see, I gotta kill the duck, I think, over here. Kill the duck over here. Pick the black key up. Go over this way and up. Up. Nope, that's not the one I want. I'm not sure if I'm going the right way. Is it this way? Up here. I think I got it. I forget what the magnet's for, but you get this for the easy win and go back to the yellow one. Down. Over to the yellow thing. This should do it, if I'm not mistaken. There you go. Atari 2600 games. So let's go back to the start here. One more. And this is the RG43V Pro Retro Gaming Handheld. Go through the games real fast here. Show you once more. A lot of the Nintendo games are missing. And they can be added, though, if you've got the ROMs. And a lot of these Nintendo games in here are not familiar to me, so I don't even know if they are classic Nintendo games. But that's that. So I'm going to shut the system down, hitting that, go down to quit, like that, and shut down system. Yes, I really want to shut it down. And there we have it. So I will give you my final thoughts on the handheld. Sharp looking device. So there you have it, folks. This is the RG43V Pro Retro Gaming Handheld by AISLPC. Please check out their official website at aislpc.com and their Amazon link to this handheld. I will put those in the description and video comments below for you to check them out. It's a great handheld, right out of the box, 5,000 games. You really can't go wrong there. You won't get bored. With the possibility of expanding and using their RGBOX downloader to even download more games for it. Great looking screen. Definitely recommend it. Thank you to AISLPC for sending this along to me so I can do a collaboration video with them. And folks, please check out my YouTube channel. I live stream 5 nights a week with different types of games, and Thursday nights are my retro gaming nights. So check it out, and thank you all for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.